Well, never mind.
Timmy has a lot of hobbies.
Maybe I better set up my equipment.
What sort of film are you going to use?
Triple X.
You can't get very big enlargements.
I don't need very big enlargements. I happen to have a brand new tri-car lens.
You're not really very high in consumer research.
Now listen.
Timmy!
I cleaned up on account of you. Are you going to take my picture?
You cleaned up? I'll take your picture. Say, where's all the United Nations?
Oh, these are two of Mrs. Dawson's children.
They are? But they don't look like...
Like what? I got clean, didn't I? I used a brush.
Sure you did. Fingernails and everything.
Would you like to see the house?
Oh, yeah, I would.
I have to set my stuff up for the picture.
What do you expect? Ask what costume with folk dances?
They don't conform enough. The picture won't show up as anything.
I'll be right there.
I'll give you the full tour. It won't take long.
Don't be silly.
If we could get them at the table eating sukiyaki with chopsticks.
Of all the foolish boys, what's your favorite thing to eat for dinner? Hamburgers. Hot dogs. Hamburgers. How could anyone so stupid?
Well, how am I gonna get a picture when...
Hey, do you have a strobe light?
Just a regular flash gun.
Gee, too bad you don't have a strobe light.
I'm only a second street photographer. What's the big modern building up there?
That? Oh, that's a house. My brother Teddy's up there swimming. He got invited to their swimming pool.
Must have cost plenty. I don't suppose you boys have any costumes.
What do you mean?
Like, to dress up.
Like for Halloween?
Sure, a feathered headdress, turbans, anything.
I had a cowboy suit.
No.
There used to be an Indian chief hat with some feathers.
Swell. Would you boys get anything you can find?
I can't right now. I'm cooking something. I know where that Halloween stuff is.
Good boy. What are you cooking?
Spark plugs. If you'll excuse me, I have to hurry.
Oh.
Hello. Tell me, which tie would you wear?
I wear a sports shirt. I suppose actually you're a full-blooded Siamese.
100% Homo sapien.
You are?
What were you guys saying about spark plugs?
Smarty Pants is cooking them for dinner.
Cooked up. Timmy! Timmy!
Yeah, Johnny?
Is that how you would call operational? No.
But it will be.
What have you done in the car?
The way these old spark plugs. The pickup.
But you knew.
But the gas consumption.
I told you 10 times. I need the car. I need it for tonight.
All I was trying to do was...
Of all the stupid, why do I have to have such a stupid brother?
I was just trying to make sure that it would work okay.
I'm sorry, Timmy. I'm just nervous.
If there isn't going to be any bloodshed, I might as well get the rest of my equipment.
I get nervous when I go up there.
Honestly, Don, when I get these back in, the car will be working so much better.
Sure, Tim.
Well, I guess I gotta put these back in now. Hey, remember back when I first came, and I asked you, Don, are you really gonna be my brother? You said, sure, Tim. I said, really? And always? And you said, yes. Really? And always.
Well, sure, but if that car isn't working, if I can't get it,
It will be.
Hey, wait, Tim.
Yeah?
Which tie should I wear?
What difference does it make?
What difference?
Wait, the blue one?
Okay.
You getting ready to sell them?
Dad, which tie?
I don't suppose it really matters.
No one around here seems to realize.
Rule of thumb, Donnie, when wearing inexpensive clothing, chances are quiet colors will look a little better.
Well, I was thinking this blue one. Cheap, but not gaudy.
Do you suppose your mother's going to need any help with this interview?
She can handle it.
I suppose I have time to make a few calls.
Well, I'll be around for a while, in case she needs any help.
I've never seen you so concerned about a date.
Well, that's easy to explain. Dad, do I look okay?
Well, let's see. And great. Impeccable. You know, maybe you ought to tell me, how serious are things with you and that girl?
How serious?
I'm beginning to get a little curious.
So am I.
Dad.
Well, a pretty surprise.
I would have knocked, but the door was open.
We were, concentrating on something.
I wanted to see Donnie a minute before.
I have to go along anyway.
Oh, I do too. It's just, I wanted to explain something.
Well, Donnie's been terribly busy yet, but I suppose he can manage a few minutes.
Donnie's such a pretty blue tie.
It's just a tie I picked out.
That's a really good color on you.
That's a pretty good color on you too.
You won't believe this. I mean, it's so ridiculous.
Go ahead, tell me.
I spent about 2 weeks just figuring out what I'd wear for this date.
You did?
I told you, it's ridiculous.
It sure is. I spent 3 weeks.
I'm glad.
You are?
Listen, I've seen those girls around school places, and they're all noticing you.
You're crazy.
It's just you're always so busy. You don't notice things like that. It took a long time before you noticed me.
If only you knew.
Do you like the dress? I sent away specially.
Yeah. I sent especially for this shirt too.
I got it from New York, Betsy Johnson.
This came from Chicago. From a place our family likes to do a lot of business. So, how come you came by now?
Because this dinner with my parents and everything, I wanted to talk to you.
Sure.
I want it to be a big success.
Well, I'm all cleaned up.
No, it isn't that.
You mean about napkins and which fork to use and eating with little bites?
I mean about my dad. When he was out in the oil fields, he used to knock heads together. He's still pretty hard to get along with sometimes. Mom tells him to his face how opinionated he is.
Well, I wasn't planning to argue politics.
You see, he has a terrible temper. That's why Mom got us to move up here. She thought a quiet little place like this, he wouldn't get upset so much. He'd probably live longer.
Well, maybe we should watch a movie instead, so we'll all live longer.
But you've got to come. With my dad, everything has to be one step at a time. He's seen you and said hello a few times. Now he'll have this dinner with you, and after that, you'll see how it goes.
Well, I won't get him mad. You don't have to warn me.
My dad, he didn't get much education. He went to work very young. Sometimes people like that just can't help getting sort of narrow ideas.
Well, I don't care if he thinks the sun revolves around Texas. All I care is that you care enough to... I mean that you care. That's what I mean.
Of course I do. My dad knows you were adopted, but he doesn't know about the whole family.
Well, I'll tell him.
No, that's it. I think you should wait till the next time, or the time after that.
Sure, but I don't see why...
When the time's right, I'll explain. I have to make him see how it doesn't have anything to do with you.
I don't know what you mean.
Donnie, when I came in, you and Mr. Doss, he was asking, how serious?
The way I was fussing around, my dad was beginning to wonder.
So am I. How serious?
Well, I've been going steady with you, and we haven't really talked about it.
I've been going steady with you too. I don't go out with anyone else, ever.
Then maybe we should talk about it.
All right.
All right. Do you want to go steady, officially?
Yes, finally.
But one thing, Nan, I don't mean just going steady.
Neither do I.
What I mean, in a few years at the very most, we'll be getting, then it's like we're actually engaged.
That's it. We'll just call it going steady.
Yeah, but all while we'll know, actually we're...
Boy, just like on television.
Alex!
Oh no.
What are you doing?
Getting this up. The photographer wants it for the picture.
Photographer?
He wants us dressed up, like Halloween.
I didn't know that.
How could you? Most of the day you were in the bathroom.
Please!
I forgot the feather headdress.
Feathers.
For the picture, to look like Indians. I know what to do when I come back. I copy something. You know, a man of the world.